Right, this is Sharon and my name is Ian, and we got married at the Clifton Arms Hotel last September.
We first met Phil at a local hotel where he was at a wedding fair and he had a stand.
Our concerns were mainly that we'd never met Phil before, we hadn't seen him in action, and we didn't know anybody else who had. So, but he soon put our mind at rest in that not only would he do the DJing, he'd do the Master of Ceremonies as well. And also he could give us what we wanted in giving us the party atmosphere and the interaction with the audience.
That's what we wanted, a happy Christmas, birthday, just party atmosphere, playing the music that we wanted. We wanted a 70s themed event, and I think that's what we got.
It just looked like he could do it, and so we booked him.
We met Phil on a few occasions prior to our wedding. We had a couple of meetings where we were discussing what kind of music we wanted, how we wanted interaction with our guests. We decided that we didn't want just a very formal wedding. We wanted all our guests to enjoy, have fun and be part of our day, really.
That's right, and I also met Phil on the morning while you were getting ready,
Sneaky one.
just for the last minute bits and pieces, and to hand him a last minute video that I'd made. So he was able to respond to that and fit it into the service, no problem. Originally we had Phil booked for the whole day, not just the evening, but after looking at his website we found that he offered mood lighting, and the colour of this colour scheme of the day, burgundy, and so we had the whole room lit up in burgundy mood lighting. Excellent.
It just finished off the atmosphere, I think, and in the evening the colours really shone through because we had lots of photographs and we had some of the video, and you can see, and it just finished it off. It was perfect. Communication with Phil was really good. We met him at the Clifton Arms, which we've also mentioned previously. We had telephone conversations. I'm a little bit of a stickler for running things myself, so we did have quite a few conversations over the telephone.
Not to mention a few emails to and fro, just documenting what had been agreed and where we're up to. So yeah, whatever method, we're always in touch and up to date.
I think we may have drove him mad at some times, but never mind.
Wedding was excellent. We had no input, but we didn't need any. It just all ran perfectly. Phil knew what he had to do and he did it, so we were free to enjoy ourselves. The bit that really stood out for me was the fact that we had our guests, should I say Phil had our guests, dancing on the chairs and even on the tables on one occasion during the wedding breakfast. I mean, we hadn't really started the evening festivities and they were already up and dancing. It was fantastic.
We're still getting comments from all our guests now about what a fabulous, superb wedding it was. People are just really talking about it. It's such a privilege, really, that we don't have to ask for any feedback, and we got so many good reviews, good comments. People are saying it was the best wedding that they've ever been to. Phil started off right at the very beginning before we'd actually come into the wedding, and the wedding breakfast I should say, and it was just fun throughout the whole evening, and we just can't recommend him enough.
Evening.
Yeah. It was just really good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he played all our 70s music. We had on the table we had names, didn't we?
Tables were named after 70s pop groups.
We were the top of the pops, and we had The Real Thing, the Osmonds, and he even managed to bring all our favourite tunes in throughout the breakfast meal. So it was just good fun for everybody. Everybody knows we love the 70s, and it was just feedback from that. It was just excellent.
Everybody enjoyed it. All the comments were positive. I haven't had a single negative comment, and like I say, people saying the best wedding they've ever been to, and we can't do better than that. It's just what we needed,
went smoothly. Isn't it?
Yeah, no problems.
At all. Thank you, Phil.
I had to make a short speech, just thank yous really, because it was a really informal day. And Phil introduced me with a few bars of Status Quo, my favourite group, which really put me at ease. It really helped.
And the guest started to
yes,
join in, didn't they? So we had everybody rocking around the world, really, didn't we, on the
yes,
day?
it was really good. And then there was a few surprises that we weren't aware of, which sort of made our day.
Yeah, Phil kept back some of the little entertainment, like we had the shoe game, which was really so funny. We've made our own little video of the day, and watching it back, it was so funny because the questions that Phil put to us, all our guests were stood giving us banter.
Oh, they were shouting, weren't they, for you or for me, depending what the question was. It was really good. And there was the celebrity lookalikes, wasn't there?
Yeah.
We had Linda Lusardi there, didn't we? And what's the other? There's another page 3 you got. I can't remember her name.
Belinda Messenger.
Linda Messenger? No, Melinda Messenger. That's right.
Belinda Messenger.
Melinda.
Oh, Belinda. Yeah. We also had games in the evening. Phil was throwing out
luminous
bracelet.
armbands.
Oh, and I've actually got some put down my boobs, and there's photographs of that. But everybody just got involved. It was such good fun.
There was the love train all around the dance floor, wasn't there, for the first dance, and that transformed really nicely, really smoothly from the love train into that first dance, didn't it?
And then I don't know whether this is a good point or not from my point of view, but after we had our first dance, Ian had done a little video for me, and Phil didn't know about that, and it flowed from our first dance into that, and it was just awesome. It was Ian videoed singing My Sharona, and it was just superb. But poor Phil didn't know anything about that until the day, so even that he helped with. My tip really is book Phil. You're talking to him, he gives you faith, he plans everything beforehand so that you can just enjoy the day, because it goes so fast and so quickly, you haven't got time to think about anything, and just trust Phil. That's my little tip.
I would just say, get an idea of what you want, give Phil the basic details, he'll sit down with you, he'll go through it all, and then he'll plan it for you, and then you can just forget about it, leave it him to sort the rest out. Just finally, a few details. He dressed appropriately for a wedding. He wasn't scruffy, he had a suit and tie on, very smart. His equipment was well draped in white sheeting, so...
Sorry.
That's all right. So that it all looked neat and tidy and blended in with the decor of the room. It was a great day. I wouldn't hesitate in booking him again for a wedding or any other event.
Everything flowed from the start. Phil was there a few hours before the wedding, setting up. Then obviously I didn't meet with him, you met with him before the wedding, and then after we'd had our ceremony, we then went into the breakfast, and everything just flowed. It was a perfect day, and I think really Phil made it our perfect wedding.
Yeah, but wouldn't change a thing.
Thank you, Phil.
We had guests from Canada, from Cornwall, Isle of Man, Manchester, Telford, all over the place, and many of them were either alone or just in couples and didn't really know any of the other guests. But Phil, with his banter, his entertainment and his fun activities,
It's got everybody involved.
they were all talking to each other in no time. They're up on the dance floor and just joining in. It was a really interactive day, which is what we wanted. We didn't want them to just be there to witness the wedding. We wanted them to be part of it.
Yeah, and one of the things Phil actually asked us to provide him with was just some little snippets and bits of people that we wanted to mention. Like my son, he's a mad Manchester United supporter. Spoke to him about it, got his girlfriend involved, and unfortunately for Michael, she actually said she was an avid Manchester City supporter, and I don't think he's actually forgiven her.
Well with it, no.
My old boss, well, he is old. He'll kill me for that, won't he? We got him involved, just from little trips that we used to have when we went down to London. It was just nice that...
They all felt part of it, didn't they?
Yeah.
They were all included. Nobody was left on their own, just twiddling their thumbs, wondering what to do.
It just made it a perfect day. I know I keep saying it was a perfect day, but for us it was a perfect day, wasn't it?
It worked well.
Yeah.